Leo, welcome to your mid-December reading. This is the last reading of a decade. So, Leo, we're going to start off with the feminine Leos first, then the masculine Leos second. So, let's see, feminine Leos. Who are you? The Empress. So, the Empress energy, trying hard to get there. Perhaps for some of you Leos, you already are. It appears, Leo, that you have your person by your side, or you're manifesting him. For some Leos, you don't even see that you are the Empress. You are the epitome of self-confidence and self-love. The Queen of all queens. For some of you, you may be a little bit self-protective, but your Emperor stands tall. So, 3 cards for your past. Leo, if your Emperor is the King of Pentacles, possibly even a Sagittarius, it seems like they want you to see that they are your rock. They want a reconciliation, and they don't want to be shut out anymore. They want you to stop feeding into somebody's emotional needs when they already have all the emotional stability that they could want. Somebody's ego, possibly this may be you. They want you to move slowly, make no mistakes. Sometimes, Leo, when you look inwards and not the world outside of you, you'll find the answers, and that maybe he was trying to help you all along. And you may want to apologize for the things that you've done, maybe unintentionally, and the way that you've acted to people who may be your soulmate. Sometimes we forget the things that we can't see about ourselves, the good things about ourselves that we needed to know all along. And true strength requires us to know when to get out of our cycles and know when our opportunities are about to leave us. Sometimes a little self-love can go a long way. So, 3 cards for inner future. Although the future may look unstable with the Gemini full moon, sometimes their decisions need to be made. A decision about a relationship, decisions that may have to end life cycles and put them behind us. But justice tells us that the choices that we need to make involve ending our cycles, ending our communications with the wrong people, communications with people who may want reconciliations. So, when the future looks unsteady and our emotions are everywhere, sometimes we may do things, we may fight with people, we may want to win, we may do things that may not serve our highest good. We may say some things that may leave people wanting to stand their ground. So, how are the two of you supposed to change if the two of you are at odds? Sometimes patience and balance requires us to sacrifice the things that are toxic, possibly even toxic relationships or toxic environments. Although it may look good and stable, with the devil hovering over it, it's not. Not if it leaves you feeling this way. Isolated. isolated from the wrong people. Sometimes you may have to wonder where your emotional needs and self-love is even going to. And then you have to find the willpower to end the cycles, the willpower to give yourself your own self-love, not anybody else, not right now. Sometimes, Leo, it's time to move on from the things that make us feel too emotional. When you know that you need to commit for the change, commit for a relationship that you would want. So, 3 cards of advice. When you work on yourself, Leo, you find the utmost happiness. When you make that leap, the universe will take you to all your blessings. So, how could you not want a beautiful connection and all the rewards that the universe is waiting to give you? How could you not want it? So, possibly it'll make walking away a little bit more easier. Possibly this death and transformation will make you see what you need to be putting your energy into. Then the opportunities will come. So, Leo, now we come to the masculine Leos. From now until the end of December. A 7 of Cups. So, Leo, it seems as though things may be confusing. Maybe you're confused about what path you should be taking. Maybe the people around you may be a little bit manipulative. Perhaps you are doing a little bit too much work than you should. Maybe you're exhausted. Because maybe the connections that you go for, maybe what society tells you is fruitful, when you feel exhausted inside. Three cards for your past. So it seems that maybe the people around you have been manipulating you, and you know that you shouldn't budge. And you know you've been through a lot, and your own stubborn nature tells you that the people who are apologizing to you may be a little bit toxic. And you remember how it made you feel, how drained it made you feel, how heartbroken it made you feel. And yet, they're still around. It seems as though wherever you go, whether you're going into the future or the past, that the people around you just end up getting more and more toxic. And maybe the opportunities that look so stable, and you realize, Leo, you realize that the people may even be tempted. It's not you, it's them. And I feel like you're in constant circles. Seems as though you're a little bit fed up. So, if we want a commitment, what do? 3 cards for your near future. So Leo, if you're dealing with a Sagittarius in the near future, it seems as though they would rather fight you, isolate you, possibly even accuse you of things. But it's just best to let it go. All the cards in the near future keep telling you to let it go. If you want a soulmate connection or this connection to be not tainted, it's okay to rest sometimes. It's okay to go back to where we were in order to get away from toxicity again. Leo, sometimes you gotta constantly practice self-love to build up your self-esteem. If the people around you will realize later on that they actually love you and that maybe they shouldn't run off with their mouths if they want stability, loyalty, all the things, that maybe they should think about the environments that they leave for recognition so they could end the cycles and move on to a new cycle that may require you involved. Sometimes, Leo, these people may be a test, and you know that if you want a passionate connection and not just a superficial one, then maybe you're gonna have to go at it on your own and stand on your own. For a while. 3 cards of advice. Sometimes healing is the best way to go. Because if you're too impulsive, it may be a little bit foolish to jump. And the universe will stop you in your tracks for you to see. In order to get stability and happiness, you're gonna have to work for it. So there's no reason to compete and there's no reason to fight. People see you, Leo, no matter what you do, but you need to see yourself. See yourself so that you could see the mountain that you're putting in between you and possibly another Leo or another fire sign. Because it seems like they've been trying to tell you for the longest time, and yet you're not getting it. So, Leo, take a rest. So, Leo, that is your reading. I'll see you for your January reading. Good luck.